back at it again with ifjams. Yes, sir.
What's good?
Now you just dropped a project, LSD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to us what that means, man.
So it basically started off during quarantine. I did acid in like April, and the song I made a couple beats, and one of the LSD song that's on the title track was made out of that. I wanted the song got written into the form of Lakeshore Drive, so LSD, Lakeshore Drive, but I was also on acid. Just a little connection there. It turned out to be then, once I got the rest of the idea for the album, it was just a trip down Lakeshore Drive from Hyde Park to Lacuna Lofts. So the first title track is called 53A Canal Port. That's the exit on the E-way going over there. Then it's LSD. Second floor is because our little program was on the second floor of Lacuna. And then Lately was a song that just got added at the end. So it doesn't really have to go with anything. The original fourth song that I had got scrapped. That was one we did. And then I made Lately one day, and I was like, all right, this is going to be the final track on that motherfucker.
So tell us about taking LSD. Like, what made you want to take LSD, and what was the experience taking?
So it was my third time doing it.
What is LSD?
Acid. I guess that's the hallucinogen.
And how do you take it?
I took tab. This time, I've only taken one tab at a time. I know people that take multiple tabs at times. It's not for me. I just like to get my little vibe going. But right, last time when I did it earlier this year or last year, I did it 2 days. I got 2 tabs. I did it one day, made LSD, did it the next day, made another couple more beats, and just didn't end up doing anything with them. But it's a very interesting drug. I hadn't done it before last year for like 3-4 years, so it had been a minute. I was in quarantine, like, I want to do some shit. So right, I got it. My purpose was to make music off of it, because I never did anything creative with it. I always did it with the homies. We was just chilling, listening to music and shit. So this time I was like, bet, I'm finna come in here and actually work on something. And it just gives you another, like, avenue of, the creative process. It's like with all the other intoxication shit, liquor and weed, it just gives you, another access to think of different things.
Did you see images or hallucinate, like they say?
The first couple times I didn't like see things, like there was no snowman walking around or anything. Colors get more vibrant. The first time I did it, I was like walking to the bus, and like the clouds, it was such a sunny day, the clouds were in sync with the music, like they were moving, the sun came out when the beat dropped in my ear, I was like, whoa! It was a little less, the trip that I did for the project was very fun. I was like watching TV. I didn't like work on music the whole day or both days. I definitely took it in the afternoon, and it started to come on. I was just like watching TV. I made some food beforehand, smoked, and then I was boom, like 5, finna start working. But yeah, they didn't really like, I wouldn't say it changed anything like per se about my creative process. It just gives you a different, like I said, avenue to get to outcomes to execute.
What made you do such a short project?
It's because really I am really bad at putting stuff out. Working on longer projects is tough to get it all together and it feel cohesive enough for me to want to put it out. Like I said with Lately, so I did the acid in April, but the beat to Second Floor was done in January of 2020. And the song was done shortly after that. So the one song, it was like a whole year that we were working on this. So I dropped it in this January. And it's like up until about November when I did Lately. I did the beat, wrote the song as I was making the beat, recorded it, and I was like, all right, I'm done. It's gonna be the last song. Because I like to get things perfect. And it's tough for me to be like, all right, this is done. I read, or somebody was telling me, I was playing them some of the tracks. Somebody told me like, you might get tired of it, you might not think it's good, but other people haven't heard it yet. So I'm like, damn, that's really interesting point, because I thought it was good when I first did it, so other people should think it's good when they first hear it as well. And so that's what 2020 was for me, really. It was like finishing things, getting them done, and putting them out. I didn't put a lot of original songs out in 2020, but I did a bunch of remixes during the quarantine. And then in like the last quarter of 2020, I was like, I'm finna focus on the album, get that shit done, put it out, shot the video.
You were a producer. What made you want to start rapping?
So I started rapping first. Growing up in high school, I put out like 5 mixtapes from sophomore year of high school to sophomore year of college.
Oh wow.
I was rapping. When I got to college, I was like, I don't want to be a rapper. When I was at my second year of college, I was in the moment of deciding what I wanted to do, if I wanted to stay in school. And
what school did you attend?
I was at University of Iowa freshman year, then I transferred to Parkland College by U of I in Champaign sophomore year. Then I came back here and went to Harold Washington. That was my third year, and then I dropped out. Harold Washington, that third year is when I did acid for the first time, and I went to class off that shit. It was intense. St. Millie was in that class.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how we got like really cool. Anyway, so I was rapping in high school and into college. I put out mixtapes, so that's how I got into digital music, like recording myself. I bought a microphone off Walmart in high school.
Right.
Made a booth in my closet in my mom's crib, and then I was bringing that everywhere up until I decided, like, I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be on stage in front of everybody. I want to be with them people, but off to in the background. That's just my personality. I feel like I was realizing like what I wanted to do for real, and I had played piano all growing up, forever, private lessons and all that.
Yeah.
So now I'm at the point where I'm producing a lot, I'm engineering a lot, and I'm in my bag, for lack of better words. But I feel like my sound is very unique, and the people that I'm around, the circle that I'm in, aren't, as far as creatives go, who I'd be working with, aren't the sound that I make. I feel like I'm around mostly like rap, trap. Like people that I know are niggas, and they making rap, trap music. That's not just what I want to make for real. I like melodies, and I'm not an 808 person for real. So I realized like, yeah, I'm trying to do some like R&B stuff, woo. But then I realized like I should just show people how to write and do whatever over my music. So it's like, let me start picking this shit back up.
So it was a need to show people how to rap on the beats that you were making, because the type of beats that they were looking for, you weren't making them because you were more melody based.
Yeah, and I feel like if people were able to hear how to attack my instrumentation, it would just be an easier
sell.
Because I feel like a lot of people,
they hear the beat and they probably feel it's not.
Yeah, it's too right. They can't catch the pocket for real. But it's like when I'm making the beat, I have like popular flows in mind that like would fit over, and it's just like I don't see how people don't see that shit. But it makes sense. Not everybody do that, so I'm like, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Speaking of, man, you spoke a lot about 2020. What did you think about the people storming the Capitol?
That was intense. I'm shocked. I don't want to say like surprised. I'm shocked that it like actually happened. Like it actually occurred. The mindset and the events all leading up to this make sense to me. So I'm like, I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm surprised that it actually happened. But this is like what was coming. I think it's really interesting that the rhetoric on the other side of the country is eerily similar to everything that Black people and people of color have been talking about throughout the 2020, where it's like they feel oppressed and they feel like they're gonna be marginalized and like, and it's just like it's
Rights are
really
being taken away.
right, and it's like it's interesting to see how, you know, where the empathy lies, whereas because, you know, it's like you just have to see the other person for what they're saying. You know, it's like you can't tell somebody how they feel, or how something's made them feel, or how they've experienced something, and it's like, yeah, if there was an actual threat or yeah, just threat to their livelihood. I'm speaking not all white people, but those people on the other side, because, like, you know, every day we're fighting for our livelihood, like our actual lives, because our lives aren't political, and that's what they try to make it. But when it's the right side and the left side, there's a stark difference between whatever type of marginalization or whatever that's detrimental to that they think is detrimental to them as a people is nowhere near what we're saying is detrimental to us, that we're experiencing in this country
as a minority.
Yeah, as a minority, as people of color, and you know, sexual minority.
What's your favorite track off the project?
It's tough. It's between Lately and LSD. LSD, I'm really happy with. I'm really proud of how it came out. It was really like the vision got executed. But Lately is really good. That seems to be everybody else's favorite right now. It's a tough track. It's me singing more. So like I said, I don't want to rap for real. So coming back to writing, I was like trying to find my voice and how I want to write. And like I don't want to put bars down for real. Kind of looking for like a 12 bar that could just be repeated throughout the whole song. So I've been really trying to polish that down, and I feel like Lately is a good example of that, because it might be 12 bars total, or it's probably like 16 bars total including the chorus, but like the verse is short, and I think a lot of people enjoy the length of it, as well as it's different from my sound. It's not something I usually do. It came out really good.
Why isn't there any features on the project?
So there was gonna be a feature, but again, it was really just like I was making all the songs as we were going. Like the project was kind of in a limbo all year. Like I was working on it, but I was working on other shit for people, and I had did another project at the beginning of the year, and so I had them 3 songs that I wanted to, or the intro song, sorry, is a beat, and then 2 songs in the middle, Second Floor and LSD, were I had been sitting on for a while. I thought they were really good, so I didn't want to ever lose them. And then, like I said, when I did Lately, it was like, this is gonna be the last song. The album's done. I had shot the video, or I was shooting the video for LSD at that point, and I was like, that's it, because I was working on the 4th song that had the feature on it, and then I did Lately, and I was like, just gonna close it. Fuck it.
How many videos are you shooting for the project?
So just the one right now. We just have LSD that's dropping in a week or 2. But yeah, just the one video so far, coming out in a couple weeks.
So, man, any shout outs?
Man, shit. Shout out my gang, all my niggas, man. I appreciate everybody, y'all love. Go check the album out. Out the Jam, ifthejam.com. Okay. Shout out Flourish with Caution, my people. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe, hit all the buttons, and all that good shit.